Sonic Notify is a SaaS platform that enables media encoded with our audio signal to trigger smart devices, tablets, computers in any environment through any speaker. Practically what that means is you could be standing in MetLife Stadium at a Giants game, and in the exact moment when Tony Romo throws a pass that, is basically caught on the 6-yard line, Justin Tuck takes him down, all of a sudden you will have 20,000 phones synchronously start chanting defense the absolute second that the person in the booth presses the chant defense button. Right now it's being used by a number of large artists. Katy Perry's using it. There are some significant musical acts that are starting their tours in August that are going to be using this throughout their tours. We're also working on several television projects, specific ones I can't talk about, but there will be several programs starting to air at the beginning of September. Usually, or most of them are in the daytime talk show and the syndicated talk show and entertainment media sectors. Well, it was just used at Fashion Week, and at Fashion Week it was basically used to deliver looks instantaneously to people's devices as they're actually sitting there watching the model walk down the runway. The photographer would take a series of shots the moment that the model hit the runway. When that was done, it would then be curated in real time, and the moment that a shot was actually selected, it would be shot out through the actual speakers and delivered to people's devices instantaneously. So for all intents and purposes, it was delivered in give or take 4 seconds from the time that the woman would hit the actual runway. A great example on television might be something like, as an example, at TMZ, where you would see a story going on, you'd see them crack a joke, and you'd get the history of it immediately on your device and what the actual TMZ entry might look like. So with Presence, basically what we do is we enable through TV, through shelf talkers, through coupon pullers, through any PA system, the ability for an application and the content delivered in that application to know exactly where somebody is. In the world of Wi-Fi positioning, things like Talking Fish, or there's a new system coming out from Qualcomm, all of those solutions have a huge footprint for installation, whereas ours costs either nothing if you use an existing PA system, or a couple of dollars, $2 to $4, if you're actually doing hyperlocation. So I'm going to put a tiny beacon into the skin moisturizer aisle, into that actual shelf. And so therefore I'm a consumer and I walk past that and I participate in any one, I have thousands of apps on my phone and they all have ad networks attached to them. Those ad networks have our technology built into them. So instead of delivering you a random ad, it will deliver you the Olay ad when you're standing directly in front of the Olay shelf. All it takes to emit our signal is a speaker, a tiny microprocessor, and some sort of a power source. We are going to be opening an office at 28th and 5th. We are bringing on, right now we're bringing on about 8 staffers. To add to our additional team of 5, or our current team of 5. We've just opened a small office in Los Angeles. We are growing quickly. This was all started in October. Really, October 1st was the first day of Sonic Notify. Last October. And we were completely heads down in beta mode. We prepared for this event called the College Music Jam, and we beta tested there. And it was so successful that we saw where it was great, we saw where it could be better, and we basically put our heads down and worked non-stop to the beginning of this year when we released formally, and we allowed the general public to start using our technology. But in private, in basically private release. So you would email, say I'd like to use it, and then we would say yes or no and talk to you about how to use it. Then we did Fashion Week, and then following Fashion Week, in preparing for South by Southwest, we decided that we were going to open it up to the general public because the platform was ready at that time. So we did, and when we opened it, we've now basically got about 710 users, something like that, that are actually using and developing with Sonic technology. There will be a large announcement coming at the very beginning of August around the first massive deployment of this and the funding at the same time.